Assalamu alaikum guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make this vegetable soup right here. Without any further ado, let's get started. For our vegetable soup, we're going to need 3 medium-sized potatoes, 4 carrots, 1 large white onion, 4 cloves of garlic, a full bunch of celery, extra virgin olive oil, basil, oregano, coconut milk, 2 liters of chicken stock, black pepper, and salt. Before starting to make the soup on the stove, you have to chop the vegetables. So you have to chop the onions very finely, like so, the garlic very finely as well, but the carrots, potatoes, and celery in half-inch slices or half-inch cubes, as you can see here. You see, or the potatoes, half-inch squares, and the celery as well, about half-inch in length. So take a large stock pot and turn on the flame. Once the flame is turned on, add a few tablespoons of olive oil in your pot. Once that's done, add in your onions, so the onions that you chopped previously, all of them in. Once they've been added in, start sauteing them until they become soft. So as you can see, a couple of minutes have passed by and our onions have become soft and translucent, and also they've given off their smell. So what we'll do now is we'll add our chopped garlic. So here we have our chopped garlic, which we will just add straight into the pot, like so. And we'll cook off the garlic until it gives off its smell. And as soon as that happens, we'll add in our veggies and we'll fry them off for a couple of minutes, and then we'll add in the chicken stock. About a minute has passed by since we've added our garlic, and it has become nice and fragrant. So now we'll add in our vegetables. We'll start off with our chopped celery, as you can see. So that goes in. Then we'll add in our diced potatoes. And finally, our diced carrots. We'll mix this in all well with the onion and garlic, and we'll fry off the vegetables for a couple of minutes. So another couple of minutes have passed by since we've added our vegetables in. Now we'll add in a bit of oregano and basil to enhance the flavor of our soup. So just take some dried basil and sprinkle it on top. Just a few shakes. Similarly, the oregano. A few shakes, and that's it. Now mix this in well. Now once the oregano and basil have been added, we'll pour in the 2 liters of chicken stock that we have. So here it goes. Make sure you put a little bit on your spoon just to clean it off. There we go. And that's our chicken stock added. Now raise the heat and let this reach a boil. So as you can see, after a few minutes, our soup has reached a boil. So what we're going to do now is reduce the heat to medium low and let it simmer for about 10 minutes or until the vegetables become soft. And to verify that if your vegetables are cooked or not, you can pick them out and using a knife poke them. If the knife goes through them without any effort, that means your vegetables are cooked. So now for 10 minutes we will let our vegetables simmer on a low to medium heat. So we'll put the lid back on and reduce the heat to medium low, and now we're just going to let it simmer for the next 10 minutes. So 10 minutes have passed by and our vegetables are totally cooked through. We've checked them, we've poked them with a knife or a fork, and they're totally cooked through. So the next step now is to add some coconut milk. We'll be adding this coconut milk to our soup. You could add soy milk, but I would recommend against adding almond milk because it separates in the soup. So here you go. So we added coconut milk to our soup, and I've also tasted my soup and it needs a bit more seasoning. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of salt like so, and about a teaspoon of black pepper like so. Once that's been achieved, let's mix everything in thoroughly. Look at it. Look how the coconut milk has changed the color of the soup, and this will also add more richness to the soup and make it thicker. So I definitely advise you to add coconut milk to the soup. So we've let the soup cook for a few more minutes just to cook the coconut milk in it and make sure the flavors are all blended together well. So now what we're gonna do, finally our soup is ready. We're gonna serve it up in our serving vessel of choice. So here we go. Make sure you get big ladlefuls and make sure you get a bit of everything. So once we've transferred our soup into our serving vessel of choice, we will add a bit of decorative garnishing. So you could add anything. We've decided to go with a few fresh mint leaves. So just place them in a decorative pattern so that the soup looks a bit more attractful and therefore a bit more inviting. And now we'll sprinkle on top a few pinches of freshly cracked black pepper, like so. One more, and there you go. This is our vegetable soup. So now once our soup has been garnished, I will give you a quick taste test to prove you how good this soup really is. So here I've taken a little bit of the soup in a separate bowl. Since it's very hot, I want it to be cooled down a little bit. So here we go. So I'm going to make sure you get a little bit of everything. A carrot, a potato, and some celery. There you go. It truly is really tasty. You can feel the flavor of the potato, the carrots, and the celery with the almond milk and the other garnishes and seasoning we've added. And it truly is a very amazing, heartwarming soup. I would say is one of the best soups you could have in cold weather during dark nights or dark afternoons. And yeah, I would recommend this soup to anybody. Definitely make it, give it a try, and make sure your family member try it as well. They will be happy and thankful. This is it for me. So well done. Khuda Hafiz.